Hello everyone. I got this stamp in today and I posted on the group what would you like, and one is the little girl with the doggy, and then the doggy's up here with something. So we're just gonna play it by ear and see what we can do here, and we're gonna emboss today. So this is a huge stamp set. I'm sorry, I can't remember who had it. I think it was Penny, somebody. Now, what I do is I look. I really wish this dog was turned the other way. I'm going to emboss, so I don't think I can do that on here, but I will eventually show you how you can do something to turn these little animals around. So it's a trick, it's nothing biggie, but when you emboss, and what I'm going to do is have the little girl up a little bit, like she's up on a hill, and the little dog, because they're not in proportion. I hope you can see that. Not in proportion real good. And I'm just going to try to do it all. I'm going to put wishing you a happy birthday. I don't have a lot of birthday sentiments. Like I told you, I don't have a lot of stamps. I need to get some more. Got a good selection in today. I was very happy with that. I think that's going to look pretty good. I can tilt the little dog a little bit. Let's see how we got that. Oh, come on now. Here we go. That looks pretty good. You have to make sure you try to have it level. And we're going to do the little puppy that's got the heart on top of his nose, the little girl, and wishing you a happy birthday. And the happy birthday didn't want to come up. Still don't want to come up. I'm wondering, it shouldn't affect it, but I wonder if I got something on my, this feels sticky. Let's see what. All right. Am I in camera? I might have to slide this down. I'll put these. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. These are Nina cardstock, and they're 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that's the size of a card, A2 card. So we're going to put that in there, and I'm going to slide this down so you can see it. Yeah, that's in camera. I need a helper. Before I do that, I'm going to heat my paper. Just hit it with the dryer, the heat gun, not much. And what that does is it cuts down on the moisture. You can do two things. You can either take one of those little pillows that has baby powder or cornstarch and powder it when you're going to do embossing, or you can hit it with a heat gun, and the heat gun will work the same way. And all this is versified black ink. It works real good when you want a good these two stamps may be a little bit taller. I think that might be my problem. So what I might have to do is do the two and then come back. I hope not, because I don't want to do that. I wanted to do it all at the same time. Got it, there we go. Now, what I have to do is I have to pour this is clear embossing. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now, don't worry, we're not going to waste any of this. Put that to the side. I'll just hold it with this. And you let the heat gun get hot. We're going to let that cool down. I'm going to sit it to the side. I'm going to put them back on here so I can clean them right quick, and you can see how I clean them. I want to make sure that I have all of the heat embossed. Yes, looks good. It's a little chamois thing, and it cleans these stamps off pretty good. Saves a lot of baby wipes. Don't sound real good, but it works good. These, you can cut them apart. They're at the Dollar Tree when everything's safe again, and you can go and you can get them and cut them apart and use them for this. I don't see any need in buying the expensive ones. There we go, nice and clean. Your embossing powder, the top, put back on it and everything. You do not want this to get moist. It will not work. And what I'm going to do is, well, you'll see. I'm going to get the big parts done, and then I'll come back with the little parts. I am being very brave and getting ink on my hands. I would keep my chamois close, and that way you can wipe your hands off and then take a paper towel and dry your hands. See, I've already got ink on it right there. And I can tell right now that I like fine detail. I don't like to just cram ink on there. So what I'm going to do is show you a little trick. These are dual brush pens, and this is a Tombow blending pen, and I'll show you a little trick to not have such vibrant colors. I hope I'm in the camera. I'm trying to make out, I know that's a bow. That's some sort of hat. So I'm going to do that like a bow on her little head. And you can go on here with straight color too. Just don't rub, barely put it down, because if you use these brush pens, you will make the paper peel, and that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to make your paper peel. So a lot of, and what you should do too is have a piece of paper to the side to see what the color is. And also, if you want to clean this, you can do so. Do her little face and her legs. I'll need to, I'm getting low on watercolor, and I didn't really want to order it right now. Watercolor paper, the real thick stuff, if I had had enough, I think what I can do is make her look. There we go. And I don't want her orange. There we go. Just keep in mind which one. These both have colors on each end, and make sure you keep in mind which one you have in your hand, because you can really start messing your colors up. We're going to have a purple. You know what? I think blend that just a little bit better to make it look nicer. You just have to be careful with these because they're quite big, and you can go outside your lines, and you don't want that. Not when you're going to leave it on here. If you were going to fussy cut it out, you could just smear the color all over it. But I want it white. I want it real stark on there. So. Strong, so what I'm going to do is go around and come in and blend it then with the lighter color, because these are water. They're almost like you could actually take and do watercolor, but you would have to use water. Duh. you would have to use water with it, and I don't really want to do that. Now, to me this looks like the bow, and that looks like a loop that comes up. You might not agree with me, but that's the way I see it. Do the little heart. Oh, that's quite dark. I'm going to do a darker pink for the heart. Now that that's lightening up, once it dries, you can come back over it some. You can see. Try to mix the colors. And do purple and pink. Yeah, I don't want to mix on this Nina cardstock. But that can be her shadow side over here, so that'll work out good. I like using purple for my shadow. I don't know what you like to use, but that's what I like to use. I don't want to go, I could go straight over that heart, but it might pull some of that dark pink out of there, and I wouldn't want that on her dress. Now what we can do is take that darker pink. No, I want a contrast color. I think I want blue. See the different colors. I don't have a lot of colors in this, so do it like that. It's alright. It's not great. It's not my perfect color that I would want, but it will work. And I'm going to take a pink and go up there like that's, and these, the thing about, I hope I was in, the thing about these is you have a little bitty, they're double-sided, so you have one end like this and one end like this. So you can go in the small areas like this, see? I really love these pins for that. We might put white polka dots on her dress, or maybe purple. I just have to kind of see. I want to have it like it's material, you know. You think about material and the different colors. And see, I can put that color in there, and that kind of blends those others together. Now, there we go. Anybody want to suggest what color for the doggy? Get a drink of water. No. Hi, Teresa. We got quite a few watching now. I appreciate that. Let's see. What do we want to do to the doggy? I should have thought of all this ahead of time. I never do, though. the opposite. I'll go with that. Put in some orange and what color for the doggy? What color are dachshunds anyway? They're all different colors, aren't they? I've never had a dachshund before. I don't think that's the right colors. No, that's a red. Don't. It might be nice for the. Let's figure out what color we're gonna have him. That's a nice color. And I need Q-tips. And scissors. There we go. Try to use an old one, but I can't. I've got to have a new one. You can always fast forward once I completed this. So if this gets boring to you, just know that you can come back. But the children really enjoy these type of, now these are mementos, and I used espresso and peanut brittle. Dry, and then I'm going to use, the only thing about Mozart pens is they do not have a color on them. Yeah, this will work real well. I've got to let that dry just a little bit longer. See, I had pink on there, so you have to be careful. I did not want pink on my little doggy. Of course, I don't know. It might look cute, kind of pinkish. And you have two ends to these too. The only thing is this one is real hard, and if you're not careful, you will peel that paper. It's like I said, you have to be kind of careful with this paper because it's 110 pound, but I'm used to that real strong watercolor paper that I use, and it is no telling how much thicker than this one. I'll show it to you in a little bit. It's very, very thick, but it's also very, very expensive. It's not cheap. It's more expensive than a canvas. So, okay, there's our little doggy. He looks pretty good. I like the brown. I might choose a little bit of a lighter color to come in here for a contrast to him. I try to use 3 colors. There we go. Yeah. All right. Got to do his heart. The mementos, when I store them upside down. They work, they stay moisture that way. Okay, heart. I like that dark pink. I want to get something that quick. Opposite of, got a lot of color in here, but I want to have his sweater. I think I want it blue. I wish I had a turquoise, but I don't. And I think my teal would be too dark, and I would have a hard time getting that to blend out. Also, green would be a pretty color. You know what, I don't have a light green, but I could make that a light green. Let's see what this will look like. Yeah, I like that. Those colors go real well together. There we go. This is a bamboo leaf. So, leaves, yes. But it's a memento, but it's bamboo leaves. And I think what I want to do to make that a little bit lighter is take my yellow Oh yeah, that's kind of cute. Alrighty. And I said I was going to give Spot her dots on her dress, didn't I? I'm wondering what will do best on, I think this will. I'm not going to be able to see it real good. Let me see if the other one will be brighter and look better. I don't know. And what this is a jelly roll. I got them They got me hooked on these with Inktober when they sent it with my box for Inktober. These are pasta pens. I don't know, maybe I'm running out. Maybe that's my problem. Yeah, it's not. I'll end up with a big glob here in a minute. There we go. All right. No, I'm not gonna. I started to put some dots on his sweater, but I like his sweater. I like the color of it. Okay. I think that's about it for that.